In the U.S., only one state requires mandatory physical education for grades K through 12. It's also one of the fattest, Illinois.
You got to interfere sometimes with this. You got a heart rate?
Phil Lawler is the phys ed teacher at Madison Junior High School, home of the Soaring Warhawks, the snack-ridden school lunches we saw earlier, and one of the most well-executed physical education programs in the country. Supported mostly by fundraising and parent involvement, Lawler has created a role model for instructors and school districts nationwide.
When's the last time you've ever heard of a science class fundraising to get their labs? Eventually, society has to step up to the plate and say, this is important, we should have daily physical education and equip it properly. Well, we have to say our greatest strength is the resource of our young people. That's our future. And boy, if the way we're treating our resources right now, we're running into some serious problems with that. See, I've always said we've never had health care in this country. We've only had sick care. I think daily physical education is the only place out there that's really offering a solution.
When I start the music, you are going to begin traveling through general space. You will go back to your spot, and I will tell you a body shape. Watch out for other people. Round. Good job.
How many days a week do the kids here at this school get to go to the gym?
Once.
1 day a week?
1 day a week for 45 minutes.
Is that enough?
No, nowhere close. Not when the Surgeon General recommends that at minimum you need 30 minutes of physical activity a day to maintain your weight and a healthy well-being. So once a week is nowhere close.
In 2001, President Bush announced his presidency with sweeping education reform. The No Child Left Behind Act would now hold states accountable for not having students who met minimum education requirements. Apparently, we were not only the fattest nation in the world, but we were quickly becoming the stupidest.
I mean, maybe sending a very difficult message for schools. I mean, one of the reasons recess is being cut back in elementary schools, as I said earlier, is that's being cut out so they can prepare for the tests. You know, and something I've said to a couple of groups, you know, it's very interesting. We could end up with youngsters who could read, but who are fat. So we have fat readers, quote unquote. As more and more we put mandates on the school to be very myopic in their focus, we mitigate against all of these other areas where they should be devoting time and energy, including phys ed, nutrition, health. These are all the things being cut out.
Who in here can tell me what a calorie is?
You know what's on the back of the food box?
Something you should watch.
Something you should watch. Yeah, you got that right.
Is it the fat that goes through your
What's a calorie?
Oh, Jesus. Calorie is an increment of,
That's a good question.
Most of us know what a calorie actually is.
Hello. Oh, wait. Is a calorie some part of fat? Like, I don't know.
It's something that builds up the fat in your body. Calories are not good.
It's the amount of, see, I don't know. I want to say it's the amount of calories in a calorie. I don't know. You know?
I never pay no mind what calories are. I just eat when I'm hungry, and that's it. So if you can tell me what a calorie is, go ahead.
Calorie is a measure of the energy content of food, and a calorie, the kind that you usually see when you see the caloric content on food labels, 1 calorie is the amount of energy that's needed to raise the temperature of a liter of water by 1 degree centigrade.
Well said. Could I get a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle? Oh, it's like a little pancake. Tastes like a little pancake. Look at that. I haven't walked a half mile a day since we've been here. No wonder everything's bigger in Texas.
If you're inside, stay there. The blizzard of 2003 isn't over yet.
I got my lunch. I got my dinner. Never have to leave the house. Right. I'm not going to completely become vegan just because you want me to.
I'm not saying you should do it because I want you to. I'm saying that you need to think about what you believe is a system that is corrupt and immoral and wrong and hurtful, but you're going to be a part of it. Where is the disconnect there? Why don't you make that choice?
Why don't I make the choice to not eat meat?
Yes. Because you like it.
Because I like meat.
Because it tastes good.
I like bacon. I love pork chops. Ham is the greatest thing ever.
Heroin is awesome. I'm sure it's
Heroin
great.
and ham are in completely different categories. I'm sorry, but ham and heroin are not the same thing. They're not. They're not. I could be strung out on ham for days and be okay.
You are, though, strung out.
And I am strung out on ham.
It's hard for me to watch him go through this, I gotta tell you. I worry about his health. He's exhausted by the end of the day. Just so tired. Gets home really late from work. And, you know, he gets all jacked up on sugar and caffeine, and then he crashes. And then when we do have sex, I gotta tell you, he's not quite as energetic as he used to be. I have to be on top. Otherwise, he gets tired easily. I think the saturated fats are starting to impede the blood flow to his penis, and he's having a hard time, getting it up. He does, totally. I mean, it's still good, but it's like definitely a big difference. There's definitely a difference. I can tell.
Oh, I feel horrible today. My headache's coming back again. It feels like somebody's yanking on the tendons behind my eyes. My body officially hates me.
All the vitamins that you see here, vitamin E, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, and so on, are all under 50% of what you need. You're getting quite a lot of carbohydrates, and I know clearly that those are all refined carbohydrates because those are coming from the buns, biscuits, hash browns, okay?
Right.
And the sugar. I mean, let's not forget the most refined carbohydrate of all, which is coming from your milkshakes and your Coke.
In fact, there are only 7 items on the McDonald's menu that contain no sugar whatsoever. French fries, chicken McNuggets, hash browns, sausage, Diet Coke, coffee, and iced tea. Everything else, even the salads, contain sugar.
I'm telling you, 202.
Yeah, you lost a pound.
Oh, thank God. Muscle weighs more than fat, so no, you might have lost some muscle mass and gained some fat mass.
I lost a pound. Let's go get something to eat. I was feeling bad in the car. Feeling like shit. Really. I was feeling really, really sick and unhappy. Started eating. Feel great. Feel really good now. I feel so good, it's crazy. Isn't that right, baby?
Yeah, you're crazy, all right.
(150/90). The headaches might even be hypertensive headaches, but they're probably not. They're probably related to, to blood sugar. You might be in this hyperinsulinemic state. 150/110. Your total cholesterol was 165 before. Now it's 225. A liver that's inflamed in any way or sick in any way will leak some of its enzymes out into the blood. So this is very non-specific, but it means the liver is sick.
Yeah.
And the most likely cause of your liver sickness is a fatty liver. Your liver is now like pate. SGOT was originally 21. Now it's
130.
And SGPT was originally 20.
Was
Now
20.
it's 290. More than 10-fold increase. That's not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Anybody would say right now that you're sick. You feel fatigued with this. You feel lethargic with this. You feel run down with this. You feel. If somebody were doing this to their liver with alcohol, they could theoretically wipe out the liver, wipe out all the liver cells, and there'd be liver failure. Now, I've never heard of anybody doing this to their liver with a high-fat diet. But I guess anything's possible. I mean, I don't know. I can't answer the question. Never been done before. No one's ever wiped out their liver with a high-fat diet before.
Wow. And I won't wipe out my liver in 2 more weeks.
I would think it'd be unlikely. I don't want to tell you wouldn't. I mean, my advice to you is to stop doing what you're doing because it's hurting you. And you're sick. You're sick and you're making yourself sick, and you can make yourself unsick by stopping doing what you're doing.
I'm just afraid there will be something that's totally irreversible, you know, that there will be some damage done. That.
Yeah, I don't know.
So do they think that once you change your habits, that that's going to correct itself?
Yeah, they think that everything should get back on track once this is done. You know, your liver, you know, and I've even been doing some reading, your liver is very resilient and your liver heals itself. So.
Well, if you need a portion of my liver, honey, you can have it. I'll give up part of my liver for you.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks.